Hello space explorers, today I'm with my friend Just a Fun of Games, who I call Hydrogen Man, and we're going to show you his extreme grinding technique to get credits much faster in Space Simulator on Roblox. As you know, with the Sun event, we have a new resource to mine in the gas giants, metallic hydrogen. It's worth 14 credits, making it the 5th most valuable resource in Space Simulator, but with an important difference. It can be collected for times in the gas giants, relatively close to Earth, which makes it an extremely great option to include in grinding. When it comes to metallic hydrogen, each player can and should develop their own technique to be able to get it. The truth is that including metallic hydrogen in your grinding improves everything, and a lot. To make it easier to mine metallic hydrogen, go to Venus and buy your pressure shield from Boris. It will also be very useful if you have the auto repair, compression barrier and kinetic splitter modules to protect you and your spaceship and mine faster. Once inside a gas giant, your first challenge is to find metallic hydrogen, and this isn't always easy. I recommend navigating either on top or on the bottom of the planet to get a full view of it, and if that's difficult, navigating diagonally a little further away from the core on the sides of the planet. As I said, everyone can and should create their own ways of finding metallic hydrogen. This one I suggest is just one of them, and it always works well for me. I've already used the technique of sticking the ship to the ore, as I showed in the video on how to get the sun orb, but today, I prefer to point the spaceship in the direction of the metallic hydrogen at minimum speed, and dedicate to mine. It's not that easy, because you know, the winds can push you, but if you immediately use your jetpack to go in the opposite direction to where you were pushed, it's not that bad. With some persistence, you eventually get used to mining metallic hydrogen. Even if in a kind of crazy way. Well, as you've noticed, I have my limitations. That's why I try to mine metallic hydrogen more often in the blue gas giants, where I think the color contrast makes it easier to find the mineral. And I never change the technique. I simply slow the ship down to maximum, point it towards the mineral, and detach from the spaceship. Well, with my current technique, I can only get to hydrogens with each grinding, but even so, the results in terms of credits can be very good, as I will show you shortly. As you can see, in a grind with 2 metallic hydrogens, a rings crystal, a comet rock, a sun onyx, a gold nugget, and another platinum nugget, plus the bonus for playing with a friend, we reach 101 credits. But now let's see what someone who really knows how to get the metallic hydrogen can do. And how much he earns. Let's follow the grinding of Just a Fan of Games, the Hydrogen Man. See how he finds the ore with extreme ease on Jupiter. He didn't know yet when we started filming where the metallic hydrogen was. It's good to remember here that we have all the protections I mentioned at least at high or legendary level. That's why it's possible to look for metallic hydrogen without rushing. The process of finding the ore took 48 seconds in real time. Soon after, he is already mining the metallic hydrogen. See that he moves around using his vortex a lot, which will preserve his health to mine the other gas giants. And soon he had metallic hydrogen. And so we prepared to leave Jupiter for the next gas giant. Arriving at the planet Uranus, the process was the same, except that this time, just found metallic hydrogen much faster, just 17 seconds in real time. Just does an incredible job mining with great agility, and when the planet's strong winds push him around, he demonstrates great skill in using the rope engine to return to the ship. I believe, just had between 25% and 27% damage to his health. For this reason, you might want to take an apple, ice cream, or cake in search of metallic hydrogen. And so, we head to Neptune, the next gas giant. Some players say that Neptune has the worst ones. On Neptune, my spaceship was already badly damaged, and I had to use my repair module. It just was even faster, finding metallic hydrogen in 16 seconds. During mining, Neptune's wines really shook just a lot. Even observing from afar, it is clear that it is not easy to mine on Neptune. This time, we can say that just really fought to obtain metallic hydrogen. But he masterfully used the ship's resources and once again mined nimbly. It's because of all this skill that I started calling him Hydrogen Man. At this point, I could see that just already had between 40 and 45% damage to his health. I'm not sure how his vortex was doing, but mine already had 24% damage, and we still had a gas giant, Icarus and Halley's comet, a tough challenge. And so, we set off towards Saturn, with this unnecessary damage, but which can occur after a long time of space exploration. This time, it took just 30 seconds to find the metallic hydrogen. Personally, I find Saturn and Jupiter the most difficult. Of course, observing from afar everything seems easier, but we know that when piloting the ship that is looking for the ore, everything becomes more complicated. Just mining work was simply unbelievable. He just got out of the ship and mined so fast that not even the wind affected him. And so we prepared to leave Saturn, me with less than 40 durability on my vortex, and just with a little more or a little less than half health. Halley and Icarus are waiting for us. Our pursuit of Halley has begun. But at this speed of 113, as you can see, a bump into space debris can cause 27 damage. Even so, the adventure had to continue. Now it was time to put the brakes on to see the highly efficient way in which just mines Halley. Meanwhile, another vortex spaceship approached just and the comet. See how just pairs with Halley at the right speed and makes catching the comet rock look very easy. How about taking a closer look? I don't think it was a good idea. Soon after, just came to see if I was okay. And soon, the other vortex spaceship approached. It was my friend Hello, who came to rescue me. Just wanted to come with his savior, but Hello lent me his vortex. And so we could continue the adventure. So we did a new take of Just a Fan of Games taking Comet Rock, now in more detail. From an angle where you can clearly see Just a Fan of Games' incredible ability in its extreme grinding. While Hello accompanies us with a ride on the rope. With just back on his ship, we reached the last stage of extreme grinding. Icarus and his son Onyx, in the sun's heat zone. And at this point just continues even with half of his health damage. Wow, fortunately, hitting other players' ships doesn't cause damage. Let's go to Icarus to get the sun Onyx and finish the mission. There are the beautiful views and the dangers of the sun. We have to be quick while filming just mining the sun Onyx so Hello doesn't doof. But where is Hello? He cut the rope. Meanwhile, Just has already picked up the sun Onyx and heads to his ship. But where did Hello end up? Oh gosh, he's asking for help near Mercury. I need to go back to save him. And luckily I have the afterburner module activated. Wow, Hello is only half healthy, but he got the sun Onyx. Time for a quick exchange so we can both get back to Vortex. No more taking risks. Let's go to Earth. preferably very quickly. Now all I can do is go for a ride on Halley's vortex and hope I don't take too much damage. Alright, we're out of the sun's heat zone. In fact, the three of us are only alive because we explored centaurs, and over time, we obtained the ceramic coating and thermal exosuit modules that protect us and our spaceships from the power of the sun. Wow, who's driving a Corvette here? As you all know, I'm a Corvette fan. I even hoped that Firefly would be a revamp of it. Well, we are arriving on Earth. What a relief. And there's just a fun of games. And also hello. Time for medical treatment. And also to celebrate. See all the ores collected by just in his extreme grinding. Hello is here, and it looks like we're going to celebrate in the official way, by dancing. We deserve it, after this great adventure, especially just, who mined for metallic hydrogens, comet rocks and the sun onyx. Oh my god, a cat. I think he thought metallic hydrogen was food. Just explained that with this grinding he earns 91 credits without any boost. With the boost from playing with friends, he earns 109 credits. And if the sales amplifier module works, he has already earned 136 credits. But with the boosts combined, you can earn 155 credits. Wow. I made this video after watching a very good video about metallic hydrogen from the JQIS channel, which I highly recommend you follow, as it has very cool and informative videos about Space Simulator on Roblox. The link is in the pinned comment. Adding metallic hydrogen to your grinding can boost your credit gains. I hope you enjoyed the tips, adventure and talent of Just a Fan of Games. See you, Space Explorers.